Hello everybody, and welcome back to another What If Civilization Turned Over video. Today we are going to be doing episode 10 of the series. And the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is some more splitting up. And it's going to start over here, this time in Japan. Now this, I would say kind of like a Korean empire here. Is going to be feeling as a little bit of the people here were getting taxed unfairly, and now they're wanting to break away. So they're going to start right here in the center of it, and they're going to spread out a little bit, go up to the shore. Mostly for now, I'm just taking over this island, and as well as the lower island. Eventually, the second island is there too, and they split this island in half. Meanwhile, the troops that are there are fighting back, eventually regaining the province and some surrounding areas. And they're doing good as they recapture some of this island, the bottom one. But now the uprisings are starting to occur at the top of the island, and eventually they stretch down and reconnect up like this. The bottom island is recaptured, and in the peace agreement, it's going to look something like this, where they keep the bottom island in the top island. Then this island is split up into new countries. There being a pink one right down here. There's going to be the main red one, as well as the more north one right here. It takes up all of this. Then there will be the main red one, which is going to be right below them. And then one more that's going to look something like, that looks a little too similar. We'll do this dark color. Like that. So these are the new countries, and we're going to go ahead and add their capitals. That one, that one, that one, and that one. And so now we have the Japanese Isles split up a little bit more. So Korea only owns the lowest and the most north. Next, we are going to be taking a look at Africa, right here in the green zone. And this part is going to be breaking away. And at first it's going to be like a darker green. It's right in the north. And this one is so if we look at culture, and we can see how this area is greatly split up. It's really split up over here, which makes it kind of hard for stuff to happen as the country is split up into 3 different parts of this area. But the thing that's going to be happening is ethnic cleansing, which is pretty bad, as it means that they're going to be getting rid of people with who believe in like that other religions, which is going to change up the culture, map, and I'm just going to fully change it to culture map. So this is the religion map now, and it's going, and then if we see it, and it's going to affect greatly as slowly but surely this area turns more lime, like this, mostly up to here, as well as like that. So that's really bad, and a lot of the world is not going to like this, but they're going to have to deal with it, and eventually they take this major city, and they're going to be allowed to keep all this land, and they're going to fix these disputes over the territory right here, as the green team gets some over here, with this purple team getting some over there, which fixes the borders up nicely. But the ethnic cleansing is going to be continuing to happen, and as we see that the religion changes up fastly, turning it into this team's religion, slowly moving this way. Just like that. And now we're going to see this team kind of falling and being split up, if you will. The lime team, it's an alliance with this dark blue team, this plum team, and the blue team, and they're going to hold on to it as much as they can, but eventually it gets split up. To look like this over here. They get that much. This gold team is gonna get that much. And that little bit right there, just like that. The lime team's going to be able to keep a lot of the rest up there. But down here, this team is going to take 3 provinces like that, so now they're bigger. For some reason, this part of the map is not working. Fix that though. And now, the only other thing is the rebellion that just happened right here is gonna go in and it's going to take over this area. Like that. And this purple team is also going to take 1, 2, and that's it. So now they have a little bit of less land. They are still alive, so that's a plus. And then the next thing that's going to be happening is, as we see, the red team is pretty big, but they want some old land back. Speaking of which, they're going to sell. This gold team is going to sell them these 2 provinces, just like that. And now red team has them. And also, they're going to go up to their puppet and they're going to demand that they take that province, but eventually they decide, you know what, we'll let you keep them in return for us getting this province and these 2 provinces up here. So they steal those provinces. And the nuke count this time is actually going to be staying the same. So nothing's going to be happening there. Just know that they're mainly working on making the nukes bigger. So that's good. And then next is we see that Sign Team was pretty split up now. And now there's going to be another rebellion. This time all the way down here. And it's just going to start. It's going to start with this yellow team. Go to 20. So now it starts here and it moves up through all these provinces. Takes over the major city. Stops right here. Eventually, Sign Team reconnects with this land area. Then some of the land is disputed, but eventually they start sweeping through, and it just keeps happening everywhere, as we see that some of the officials in the government itself funded this rebellion. And those ones are going to be fired, so now they're not getting funding anymore. But it's going to continue to sweep as the Sign Team tries to hold on to a major city thing over here. Eventually, they go into this team and say, we need your bases in this. So they sell this province over in return for this province right here that they get. And they just let them keep this province, which is going to help until they decide to backstab and go to war and declare war on them anyway, which means that they just got extra land out of it. And them and the yellow team are going to work together to keep it like this. So there we have it, just like that. And over here, a new rebellion is going to form. Not from the yellow team, though, from the original Cyan team. It's just going to recolor themselves. done. And then eventually, Cyan Team's gonna surrender as their major amount of troops down here were killed in battle, and they're gonna kind of retreat because of this. Then all of a sudden, a union occurs where this team is going to unite with the yellow team so that they can equally distribute the soldiers until after the war ends. And then it eventually does with the Cyan Team winning pretty goodly. Then the Cyan Team, this is Cyan Team splitting up. And this was doomed to happen eventually as a lot of other powers split up. But as the brown teams first split up, when it didn't fully go away, it'll be like this one where some of their major claims are just gonna get destroyed. Sardinia and Sicily are gonna still be here. And another thing gonna happen is this old claim is going to take this, and this, as well as these islands. So now they own all the islands and all these provinces. Meanwhile, Dark Red Team is going to get this province. And all of Cyan Team's government is going to reform. So now they have a reformed government. And the first thing that's going to happen under the reformed government is a declaration stating that they're going to be a neutral power, and they're not going to really try to be involved with anything, and they're going to let this down here keep everything. So that one team comes back this time. So the one down here is back, as well as the red team keeps their claims. The yellow team, though, is going to be split up into two to three, but there is going to be two that it's going to split up into. This one here, and it's going to get this one too. And the rest of it is going to be able to keep itself there. And then we're going to make the yellow team capital. So there's their capital. And now we have even more countries on the world map, as well as some bigger countries. Next, a new alliance is going to be forming, and this time it'll be the first actual alliance in the Americas. And it is going to be called, so for now, we're just going to put their own thing in it instead. But if you comment and whoever's comment gets the most likes will I will change it to in the next episode. So do that, and I can change it. For now, we're going to be using square. It's going to be these two plus this one and this blue one. So that's a new alliance in the Americas. And the biggest alliance currently would technically be the Economic Alliance with 5 members. Then, right behind it would be the South American one, tied with the African one. Then the Long Rectangle and Trapezoid team. After that, it would be also tied with the Circle one. Then, in last place, we have the actual Square team and the Heart team. So, also, any suggestions in the comments, and I will do it. So, just comment what you want, or maybe you think would be cool, and it will probably happen. And as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.